My name's Steve Ray from Makita UK and we're here with UK Planet Tools to show you the LS0816F Mitre Saw from Makita. It is on the 110 or 240 volt platform, so depending on what power preference you want, there is two available there. The machine itself has a 216mm diameter blade on the front of the machine, and to access that we do have a nice Allen key positioned at the back of the machine which will allow us to take that blade on and off if we so wish. The actual cut itself in an upright position on a straight cut will give you 65mm depth of cut, and that will go across the 305mm bed, so 65 by 305 in your max cutting capacity. The mitre saw itself bevels over, so if we lift this handle up, it allows us to go 47 to the left and 47 degrees over to the right by squeezing the handle. We can screw that in nice and tight to lock it into different positions if we want, but it does also have presets along the bottom of the machine. And then if we want to bevel the top of the machine over, there's a little handle at the back here which we loosen off, which will allow us then to bevel the machine over to 47 degrees to the left, but only 2 degrees onto the right hand side, so it mainly does bevel over to the left hand side. We can tighten that up now we're back in the upright position. Also at the back of the machine we do have a nice cable storage area, so when you're packing it away you can wrap it around that, keep it nice and tidy. The sub fence on the back of the machine, the one on the right hand side, because it doesn't bevel over to the right, is a solid sub fence. The one on the left, to take that fence out of the way, we can just unscrew that at the back and slide that out of the way. Slide it back in position when we're done and then lock it off with the nut at the back. On the actual base plate itself as well, we can extend the arms on there. So on the left and right, it gives us a bit more sturdiness on the materials when we're cutting as well. Slot that back in there and we can lock that off. And then on the machine as well, when we're packing it down for transportation, we can push the head down, lock that side button in so it stays in that position, which then gives us a nice large handle on the top for carrying it. Unpop that again. On the other side we have a depth stop, so with this we can just lock that pin in and out and then adjust that there, so if you are doing trenching on this machine you can do that, and if we don't want to use that we can just knock it off by pushing it in and that will allow the bolt to pass through. Because it is a slide saw as well, we do have a nut on the back there, so if we loosen that up that will allow us to move the saw forward and backwards, and then when it's in the desired position, or if we don't want to use the slide function, we can just tighten that up on the back there as well. In the box you do get this dust bag that comes as standard, but if you do wish to use a dust extraction from a vacuum cleaner or an extractor, you can take that off and insert your pipe in the back there. On the top of the machine we've got our 2-button start, so the trigger's in the lock position to start with. We put our thumb on the top button and we can now engage the trigger to start the machine up. There is an LED light on the machine as well, which can be turned on and off by the button on the side, and what that will do is give you a shadow line through the blade, so for accuracy in your cuts, see exactly where that blade is going to be cutting. So that was the LS0816F from Makita, available in 110 and 240 on the UK Planet Tools website now. Thank you for watching.